Carrying a purse, carrying a gym bag, you wouldn't believe what can cause shoulder problems. You are about to meet a police officer who found out personally how quickly a shoulder injury can get out of hand. Barbara Schumacher, she says call her Barb, is crazy about volleyball. She's been spiking, stuff blocking, and acing serves since high school. Even went pro after college.
Made the Final Four, NC2A Final Four, 3 out of our 4 years. Won a national championship in 1981. See that hand right there?
When Barb isn't slamming a volleyball toward an opponent, she's slamming handcuffs on bad guys.
I am a police officer here in the Sacramento Valley.
Now, given Barb's active lifestyle, you'd think it would be just a matter of time before she got hurt. But it wasn't her job or her sport that brought her down. It was one of her best friends.
Suki, she's a border collie.
Suki's a sport buff too. She loves to run, especially when the backyard gate gets opened.
I'm in the middle of the driveway. The dog comes running down the driveway at full speed. And as she comes by me, I reach out and grab her. And when I grab her, she yanked me across.
The power of the pup pulled Barb down into a flower bed, tearing a tendon in her shoulder. But as someone with a high pain threshold, Barb continued to work and work out for months.
That's when I kind of thought, oh, kind of like my other athletic injuries. You know, I'll just work through it. And months go by and it didn't get better. One day I went to make an arrest and I couldn't even reach my handcuffs. That's when I knew that it was time to see a doctor.
When Barb checked in with Sutter Health orthopedic surgeon Alan Hirahara, she learned that active baby boomers are quite susceptible to shoulder tendon tears. The doctor offered this analogy.
Let's say you have an old pair of jeans, and you've been wearing it for a long time. Someday you just happen to get up, and you just notice there's a tear all of a sudden, out of nowhere. It's the same principle. Sometimes the smallest little bits of trauma can cause these tears.
Many of Dr. Hirahara's female patients are surprised to learn that in addition to impact injuries, there are overuse injuries which stem from daily habits.
I carry everything on my left shoulder. And it also kind of goes to a lot of women, a lot of kids, students carrying backpacks on their shoulders. That's what I was doing. I was carrying all my gym bags, all my equipment, everything on my left side.
The good news is technology offers relatively simple solutions to many shoulder injuries. Barb's treatment involved a minimally invasive procedure done with an arthroscope. Tiny tools are inserted into the shoulder through a small incision.
Go inside with a small camera, be able to visualize the problem and actually repair it where it is.
The hour-long surgery is now an outpatient procedure, meaning no overnight stay in the hospital. Barb's full recovery took several months. During that time, she learned how to strengthen her shoulder muscles using smaller weights.
This is only 5 pounds, but a lot of women think, well, you know, I can't do that. I can't lift 20 pounds. Well, you wouldn't want to lift 20 pounds for a small muscle like your shoulder. So doing this, I really was able to develop my shoulders after surgery just by doing 3 sets of 12 of these, of 5 pounds.
Dr. Hirahara agrees and says the low-weight, high-reps approach is a great way to prevent shoulder injuries and keep them from recurring.
She looks great. She's doing very well. She's able to maintain her job well, and that's a hard job.
Now that Barb's back in spiking form, she's changed her mind about how to approach a nagging injury.
You're thinking, why didn't I do that, a year ago, or however long it is that you put up with it, rather than just putting it off, get it taken care of so you can move on.